Although happy with the decision, state lawmakers say the recent court ruling finding in favor of Georgia in the long legal fight with Florida over water flow into the Apalachicola River is just a small step in the right direction. In his report, Ralph Lancaster, a special master appointed by the U.S. Supreme Court, wrote that Florida had not proven by clear and convincing evidence that imposing a cap on Georgia's water use would provide a material benefit to Florida. Still, Georgia officials say the battle isn't over and that many issues still need to be addressed. Mark Wildman reports.
In Bainbridge, a large crowd of local farmers gathered to hear new information about the future of the state's water policy. Local and state officials, along with other stakeholders, understand the importance of irrigation to the state's ag industry.
We've got to look at the future issues that could impact water use. It's much better to address those now and be prepared. So make sure we're doing everything possible to protect our water interests and the ability to have a reasonable use of the resource.
This meeting is just one example of how farmers are working together to help ensure producers have an adequate supply of water for their crops and to make sure every effort is made to conserve the natural resource.
We are the primary stewards of the land and water resources that the Lord's given us. We live here in Georgia. So it's incumbent upon us to take the leadership role, to be the lead steward. And so I don't think we need to fear quite so much the future as we need to plan for it. And we need to make sure that we can always say that we're doing everything possible to be the best steward of these resources.
This meeting was held just down the road from the president of the Georgia Farm Bureau, Gerald Long's farm, and he understands just how vital it is for farmers to be able to irrigate during the hot, dry Georgia growing season.
It is the lifeblood of agriculture in southwest Georgia because most of our land is lighter, sandier loam land, ideal growing conditions for most any crop, but we must have water in a timely manner. And it is the lifeblood of not only agriculture, but the agricultural communities around in it. And that's the economic impact of every county in southwest Georgia.
He was able to talk to producers about current issues and to explain how Georgia Farm Bureau is working hard for farmers in the state.
That's the purpose of our organization, is to represent farmers in the legislative arena. So that's our responsibility.
Along with staying up to date on current issues, it is also very important for all farmers to get connected with Georgia Farm Bureau and strengthen Georgia agriculture's voice.
We just got to stress to them how important it is for them to be members, because we represent all farmers, whether they're members of Georgia Farm Bureau or not. We represent everyone, and we certainly want them to be part of what we're trying to do to protect agriculture and be sure we have a successful agricultural life.
In Decatur County, I'm Mark Wildman for the Georgia Farm Monitor.